Hi, Jeremy Cordeaux in the Court of Public Opinion. I'm just on air here to let you know that we'll be live streaming the Court of Public Opinion every Friday between 9 o'clock and 12 on jeremycordeaux.com. Please join us. We'd love to have you.
Hey Adelaide, it's your boy Con from BTC, Brighton Trophy Centre.
Damn good, mate. You ready, man?
And now it's time for BTM.
The place to be. It's about
Team
that
Let's go.
The old pork.
No, and no.
Pork sword. The old pork sword.
Foul.
Thanks to Con and Lena at Brighton Trophy Centre, Steve the Pirate Mind and Movement Physio, the boys at Shifty Lizard, best teammates. We are back live in the Oscar studios. Welcome back, everyone.
Yeah, how good is this?
Oh, Andy Martin, it's good. We're like no delay.
No.
There's no
We can
weird
hear
background.
everyone's voices.
Yeah, the microphones are working apart from Maddie's. He broke. Yeah.
Matt Burgess, how are you?
Yeah, I feel a bit guilty for breaking Andy's shit.
But you look like Mariah Carey about to sing something powerful.
I
Just
feel like
holding that-
Mariah Carey.
Just wait till you get the invoice afterwards from Andy, and then we'll see if you're still laughing.
Just take it out of the merch.
Rosie Panetta, how are you feeling out of lockdown? You look awake again?
Did I not always look awake?
It was kind of when we did the
Second
emergency
one, she was-
Oh,
podcast.
they were late.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's like, I've had a nap. I'm fucking up and about.
That's right.
Did
yeah.
I say that?
Yeah, you did.
Oh, I got
Yeah.
cranky.
Something similar.
Should we be wearing
Sounded just
masks?
like it
I
as
feel
well.
like we should. I had mask guilt walking in here. Should we be... We're wearing
This is
them
a
if anyone
gathering
else-
of less than 10 people.
Okay, we're all right.
There's a COVID plan at Ozcast.
And we'd sound like Kenny from South Park.
And I checked in, so it's all fine.
It's actually funny watching a lot of the news reports because here's a bit of media insight for you guys. So over in Tokyo, where a lot of these reports are happening, and I think some public broadcasters need to be careful if they don't have the rights to Tokyo, they're not allowed to say
The O word.
The O word, right? And it's the same as television broadcasters. They're not allowed to show vision. They have to show still photos. So what TV networks are getting away with is like the Channel 10 reporter last night was at a celebration of the medal winners, which was fantastic. And you saw her standing there and going, talking about the medal winners and how fantastic Australia was in the swimming pool. I'm just trying to find my mask. So if she had recorded it
I'm
as
glad that's
normal...
what you were doing because your hands were all over the place below the table.
What are you
there.
looking at?
Jeez, you think you're at home right now just having a play. Double socking.
If it was normal, she'd have put the mask over her face and be like, yeah, everything's great and the medalists are fantastic. But the audio was crystal clear. So she had rehearsed it and been filmed doing it and then went to a studio and dubbed her voice to make it sound like that she wasn't actually wearing a face mask.
Did it look weird?
Yeah, it did, because you could hear how clear it was, like she was in a studio, but her hands were moving around and everything, and she had a mask on. It was bizarre.
I want to see that now. That is
Yeah.
peculiar.
Okay, well, we can't show it on the podcast because it is audio.
Oh,
not video.
shit. Oh.
There's a lot coming up. We have a pretty interesting best team 8. I am doing the quiz today. It is, I think we can say Olympics on the podcast. We're not like a broadcast or anything, so it's an Olympics-themed podcast and quiz. And, guys, we've got a lot more. Shifty Sound, we'll drop another clue. We've had a couple of guesses online, and we're going to find out what's happening in life out of lockdown. Maddie, what's going on?
Not much. No, nothing's really changed for me, which has been pleasant.
You're still at home?
Yeah. No, I'm not. I've been back at work, which has been okay. Get a bit of structure back to my life and setting an alarm again, which is sick.
Yeah. Do you find the weeks go quicker or the days go quicker out of lockdown now than when you're at lockdown, you're just looking at the clock?
Yeah, totally. Also, because there's no kids here.
Yeah.
It's awesome, but the day goes really quick because you know that you have to go home to the kids.
So much love.
Yeah. Yep.
It's a bit of a weird one. I think I'm the same because you go, how fast it feels like lockdown went, even though when you're in the middle of lockdown, it went for ages and it was only like 7 days or something.
I did pretty well at my time management. Got a lot better because Kira would give me jobs to do around the house. Yeah, and I would just sit there and play PlayStation until about 4 o'clock, and then I had an hour and a half to get those jobs done. Yeah, so I'd pull probably 4 hours worth of weeds in about an hour and a half. And
what do you play on PlayStation?
Call of Duty.
And you play online?
Yeah. So
are you good at it?
No, I'm shocking.
Yeah, okay.
So you know how all the streamers are really good?
Yes.
Yeah, I feel like I could make a lot of money by being shit.
Do you talk to strangers like with
No,
the
not
mics and,
not
and
to
the headset?
us every now and then. Yeah,
So
it's like
weird.
some
What do
you say?
14-year-old kid from Mexico.
Yeah.
Do you know what? Some of them.
Catfishing people.
It's actually me. So, I'm a 14-year-old kid. from
you wanna
Mexico.
see my cod?
Some of them are ruthless. Like really ruthless. Like calling you a shit player and like, guys, mate, I'm on your same
That
team.
happened on FIFA as well. People
Yeah.
just abuse you.
I know. When me and Jared would play FIFA, he would abuse me. You are so shit handy. Why am I playing you?
That's
In the
because I
same
scored a
lap.
goal with the keeper. Which you just can't do. I ran up the whole pitch and just scored a goal.
I'm there trying to streak on the oval.
Yeah.
Anyway, it was weird.
Andy's playing as Real Madrid. I'm playing as the Central Coast Mariners, and I score a goal with the keeper.
Yeah, and there were the reserves as well. It wasn't even the real team.
One of the things that I've discovered, and my wife, I don't know if she listens to the podcast anymore, which is totally fine, is that she's becoming like a bit of a conspiracy theorist, or she's really buying into all of the things that are happening in the news at the moment, which is totally
like
fine.
Full wormhole style.
Yeah, so you've got to stay active and present, and her mind is just going at 100 miles an hour.
Don't go too far down the anti-vax wormhole.
Well, no, she's not an anti-vaxxer. And one of the things that frustrated her the most about the past 14 days with like the Pfizer vaccine, apparently it's really good for you for mothers who are breastfeeding because immediately it will give some of the antibodies to your infant. She's really concerned at the moment about COVID and our kids because obviously what's happening in Queensland at the moment is really concerning. When COVID first started, there was like really no concern for anyone under the age of 30, and now heaps of schools are being affected in Queensland. So then I asked her last night, and this isn't virus related, but I've never really downloaded or looked at TikTok before, ever. And I love the creativity of some people on TikTok. I think things like that and ways to express yourself creatively are it's a great forum now, and it's a good way to identify talent, which as like looking from a radio point of view, that's what Big Brother was. There were so many people working in, I'm not saying this is you, but I don't know if you felt this. There were so many people in regional radio that were so annoyed about reality TV people getting breakfast radio jobs.
What is that? It's exclusive to regional radio.
There was a lot, but what I'm saying
yeah,
is that, like, if, say, Fitzy, for example, got a job on Nova, there would be people working in Gosford going, oh, what about me? I've been,
I've been promised I'm in the pipeline, and the pipeline's dead.
I'm their next Smolsey. They've told me that many times.
Exactly, be my guy.
It's kind of like when footy clubs bring in Category B rookies.
Yeah, exactly.
Like basketballers that have never played footy before, but now they're on an AFL list, and you've got all these
Definitely.
kids that have tried to get drafted.
Yeah,
since they were 6. Yeah, that are like, well, it's like kind of when Jared Hayne went to the NFL.
Yes, that's true. I think that the difference is, and why I'm talking about like these platforms, is that reality TVs used to be, I'm saying used to be, it's not anymore, because now it's what your social following is and you might get on The Bachelor and stuff like that. That's why it's a piece of shit now, right?
Beauty and the Geek.
Exactly. But it used to be, it was like a CV. It was a resume to show your personality, show you how you can engage in conversation, and then the other stuff can come.
It's like the Jake Pauls of the world who've come from YouTube and now they're all of a sudden
Exactly.
becoming boxers and
Boxers.
shit when boxers have been working hard all their life.
Exactly.
But those guys aren't boxing boxers, though. They're just fighting other YouTubers and athletes from other sports and stuff like that.
Yeah, but they're like
I understand it's all marketing and it's all money.
all marketing
It's all
and money. Exactly. And all brands want an
So where
instant
did your
money.
wife end up in this?
So,
search?
Is she boxing Jake Paul?
Is she watching old episodes of Hot
My
Dogs?
wife is actually Jake Paul's next opponent.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, no, what it got to was I started asking questions about TikTok because I was like, I think for me, not having TikTok is a sign that I might be getting
Old.
older.
Yep.
Yeah. And going, all right, I've been on all the other social platforms. I don't have a motivation to go on TikTok. But I thought,
How's your MySpace going, by the way?
it's very good. Tom and I,
My new top 8.
I reckon you're up there.
Was there anything worse than getting evicted out of someone's top 8?
That was pretty bad, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But-
Top
you-
8.
Yeah.
And you had 3 songs you could put at the top
Yes,
as well.
yeah.
But especially
Mine,
in the
yeah.
top 8 when you're replaced by some random celebrity.
Yeah.
Like
That's
you weren't,
true.
You know, when
You don't know Jennifer Aniston.
Well, I thought I did. I saw that much Friends. I thought we were friends.
So I asked a question about TikTok and I'm like, okay, Gabby, I think I'm going to just get TikTok to see what it's like because Matt, you're on it like while we podcast.
Yeah.
So you're hooked.
But you don't go out there and do dances in public places and
We don't know.
Well, it's not that
Seen my
anymore.
TikTok, have you? Like, it's content. It's content creation now. Like
It's all
not-
content creation.
But the reason why I use it is because the algorithm's so good.
Yeah.
I don't have to worry about seeing any bullshit that I'm not into.
Yeah, okay. So I said to Gabs, I'm thinking about getting TikTok, and she's like, well, you know the reason why I'm not? What? No, but feel free to tell me. And she's
I know
like,
this.
because it's data collection and obviously,
hao.
yeah, connected to China. That is,
okay,
it's
right.
data collection
They're just
from
trying to get you
China.
information.
And what happens if there's a war, then China has our data.
Okay.
And I said, hold on. From me loosely saying to you, I'm thinking about looking at TikTok. You have gone to the place of a war starting between Australia and China going, we've got to find out all the information we can about Gabrielle Walsh and her family. So, it's just pretty tough. And I said, wait, you're on Instagram and
Yeah.
Facebook. The only difference is it's not like in China. Everything's data collection. Fucking
Yeah.
everything's
This is my
data.
argument to everyone, all the well, I guess I'm going to call them anti-vaxxers. I'm going to put them in a big umbrella here. The
Okay.
ones that are afraid that,
Why are you putting them in the umbrella? Why don't you put them under it?
I should put them under the umbrella because sometimes it's fun to just spin them. The whole people with the 5G and they think that, the vaccine's going to, so people can control us for the whole one world order
Yeah.
concept. Like, who gives a shit about you and your tiny little life in the, like, why is someone like Bill Gates going to check on in and Rosie Panetta and what she does at 3:00 on a Tuesday afternoon?
There's some guy with a computer just like, Matthew Burgess is at McDonald's again.
Like, think
Just a heads
about
up,
it.
I know everything about you guys.
Yeah, that's fine. But do you guys find that the more information that you read, the more you get caught up in stuff, and then you start believing it? I like living in a world of naivety. Like, I like being ignorant to heaps of things until they directly affect me.
I just like trusting the right things.
Yeah. That's the funny thing about the vaccine, isn't it? Because,
Yeah.
I don't question anything that goes into my body, if you know what I mean.
Well, this neither's Andy.
I don't actually. Can you please explain?
I'll show you later. No, I won't show you later. I mean,
Jared's really excited about the Tokyo Olympics because he can talk about his red flag, the red dot, the Japanese flag hanging in the back door.
I'm so sorry.
Bit of baboon about that.
So sorry. I challenged that.
you grew grapes, mate. Where
can
do
I
you grow
just-
them from? Okay.
Can I ask something about the vaccine? And I am not a scientist.
Well,
And neither
how
are
do you
we,
know
but
that?
shoot
Don't
away.
put
But
you
yourselves
guys
down,
might know
guys.
I did do social science in year 9.
Yeah, good.
That's all I need.
Social science.
Yeah, we
I
just,
watched
we just
Breaking
hung out.
Bad.
We just hung out and drank tea.
I watched Breaking Bad, so technically I'm a doctor.
That is very true.
Yes. Yep, fair enough.
Yeah. I'm a doctor in the bedroom.
So everyone's saying that the Pfizer vaccine is safer than the AstraZeneca. Is that what I'm hearing? Or people are concerned
Yeah.
about...
No, there's pros and cons for both.
They're
Yeah,
saying
so-
the AstraZeneca one is causing blood clots in young people.
Right. So how come we don't have one, I don't know, recipe? Why is there 2 different types?
there's more than 2.
No, yeah, there's a few other
There's a
ones as
few
well.
others.
But
Yeah.
They do share they have to share what's in it
yeah, so why don't they all just make the same one?
because they don't know if it's going to work or not.
Because they're all different, like, scientists.
Yeah.
They're all different, like, groups of scientists.
Yeah, but isn't
who
there
have
like
come
a
up with
governing body that says, you know what, Pfizer's working pretty fucking
It's
good.
like the
Let's just-"
FIFA of...
They're like a governing body. Yeah.
That's what usually happens. That's why a vaccine will take so many years
Yeah.
to be available. So that's why everyone's up in arms at the moment because they're going so quick and pushing everything through.
Is this normally like with some pharmaceutical companies have... like, this is a two-pronged question, and I don't want to get too...
2 prongs, eh?
It's a bit of a two-prong.
Hey!
So one of them...
3.
Wow, tripod over there.
I'm so sorry. Go on.
3. It's like
Look at me in the eye when you say it next time.
Rosie
Yeah.
realises what she's about to say halfway
she
through
loves it.
saying it.
Rosie loves it. We're learning Rosie's like, I'm innocent, but look at my tripod. so pharmaceutical companies, some of them, would they like allegedly already have medicines and vaccines to certain things, but they sometimes need people to be unwell, so they purchase their products?
Yeah, well, there's always science going on in the background for them to
Yeah.
to get ready for the future.
Well, it's
They're
like...
preparing things for problems they don't know are existing.
No, I'm
already.
saying like... Again, maybe this is me turning into my wife and looking at conspiracy theories. Do you think some of these companies actually have the cures to some illnesses,
Oh, yeah, I'm with you.
but aren't actually revealing it, and they've been paid to not do it? So people are buying medicine. So pharmaceutical
so
companies are
cancer,
making
for
it.
instance, is one of the
Potentially.
You know,
I mean, I don't. I really
See, this is
would
the
hope
ignorant
not.
naivety
Yeah.
thing. And then it's the same as COVID. Wouldn't there be heaps of potential vaccine things, but it all comes down to money and the highest bidder and stuff?
The thing that gets me about the COVID vaccine is people are saying, oh, you can still be vaccinated but get COVID. What's the point in getting it?
Yeah.
Well, it just saves you from having to go to hospital or potentially dying.
And it will save a lot of people from travelling and going to sport and stuff. Like, because I'll bring that in next year, the passports.
Yeah, well, they're doing it in England, I think. A few, like Chelsea Football Club are...
I even heard a report today in Sydney there's no jab, no pay for some minority communities, which is a bit hectic.
And also the vaccine.
That was Hanson Road, wasn't it? No jab, no pay.
Yeah. Wow. You said jab or... No, okay. All right.
Let's go into the Shifty Sound, please. That's the deepest we've ever got on this podcast, but I like
Get a
it.
breather.
The Shifty Sound.
Oh, this is where I'm supposed to bring you a brand new clue, unless someone has guessed it. So the hashtag is the Shifty Sound on Twitter.
Yep.
I mean, if you want to throw it on Instagram, maybe someone will see it somewhere.
We had a guess from at Hawko88, so that's Cam Hawkins.
Hi, Cam.
The guess, is it opening a face mask to put on?
Very relevant.
Oh, how's that voice?
I don't know it.
Yes, very relevant. Pisces.
That's my voice. That's my actual voice.
This week on Cancer.
Oh my God.
Your
Can I
lucky
start
number will be 13.
Let's get down to business.
I'm sorry that I might have the deepest voice in
No,
this,
I think it's great.
this podcast.
same.
Can we hear the sound, actually, before
Yeah.
I reveal whether or not Cam is right or incorrect?
All right, you ready?
Yes.
Yeah, it still sounds like an apple.
Do you remember the clues? 'Cause
I
don't.
do remember the clues.
Sam,
The clue.
sung,
It
Jean,
was not. That was
Jean-Claude Van Damme, is he one? Jim.
Jim Claude Van Damme.
Jim Claude Van Damme.
Jim's mowing. It's his mowing, mate. No.
I mean, it was Antonio Banderas.
Oh, right.
Was one.
Actually, drop a Jim Claude Van Damme.
Yeah, Jim. Yeah, Jim.
He does like really cool moves while I'm mowing your lawn.
Yeah, he does some army rolls.
He like puts his two legs on two separate lawnmowers and then goes.
So he's efficient.
You know
he going
the truck
fishing
commercial.
He's
so-
Jim.
The clues were Antonio Banderas,
Right.
snogging,
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
and last week Berlin was my third clue.
Okay. Yeah. So
Okay.
what were we thinking? It was like
you broke it
kissing-
down really well.
So Berlin could have something to do with a wall.
Not a donut. Yeah,
Or Germany. Paris to Berlin.
Yeah.
Paris to Berlin.
Yeah.
Could be a song.
And you were like, is it a Berliner?
Yeah.
And then you suggested you had a rash on your ass as a teenager.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I forgot about that bit.
Berliner
And they used to
bum.
call me the arse Berliner or something.
No, you had Berliner bum.
Oh, Berliner bum.
And
Okay,
then-
yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
And if only I was as talented as a TikTok kid, I would have done some kind of meme with your bum and a Berliner. Anyway, no, would you like a brand new clue
Sure. Yes.
Please.
before you actually visualise
Oh, yeah.
that?
No, I did.
Jim Claude Van Damme.
Hang on. Was it that?
Was it?
That dude had...
No, it was not what Cam suggested.
Oh,
Sorry.
we also had Jamie Manson
Yes.
at Jamie Manson 101. Totally constructive criticism, Andy. Definitely not trolling. Sorry, I
Goddamn.
won't mention your terrible mic again.
No, it's not my terrible mic.
Now it's
well,
mine.
it is terrible now because it's
also
broken.
incorrect. Yeah.
I'm like,
A fourth clue.
Yeah.
Newsboys.
Newsboys.
Yeah.
Newsboys.
I'm trying to. Like, I'm
Boys.
breaking everything. I'm breaking everything down in.
Yeah, the
in two,
Newsboys.
just like Sam and Sung.
Yeah, good,
Yeah.
good, good.
I'm not.
Newsboys.
I've-
Who was
my-
the Newsboys?
Newsboys.
Newsboys.
Newsboys. That's not
New-
part of the clue.
Newsboys could be a play on words for like weather girls.
Oh yeah.
No, I'm not being that clever.
Okay, yeah.
Just think of newsboys in the most basic of senses. Andy's?
Did you hear the Newsboys?
Yeah.
Oh,
Hey,
that's
boys.
fun.
What's the news?
Loves news, boys.
yeah. Yay! I want myself a voucher.
Okay, hashtag the Shifty Sound. Simon Keith, who won a couple of weeks ago, the voucher is on the way to you because you are our carryover.
Wow,
Hello, Glenn Rich.
You won the butter chicken. Okay, so we're out of lockdown.
Yeah.
Adelaide's feeling semi-normal while the rest of the world's going a little bit crazy. I did some handyman stuff on Friday.
Oh, so you work for Pfizer.
Yeah, I injected myself. Yeah.
Added some Vegemite.
I realised I'm not. I realised I'm not a handyman again. So I ripped out the whole garden. That's why I didn't answer the phone call from Matt on Friday.
Yeah, cheers.
So I ordered a skip bin. But what I noticed is when you get a skip bin, your neighbours go like, "Oh, mate, do you mind if I chuck some of my stuff in your bin?" It's the worst because to get a skip bin in your house is like a couple of $100.
Sometimes they just do it.
Yeah, well, I rocked up like next door because I've put it in my neighbour's driveway, and it's starting to fill up with everybody else's shit.
Yeah,
but geez, it takes so long.
Did you put the skip in your neighbour's driveway?
Yeah.
Because you don't have a driveway, do you?
We didn't have a driveway. No. So we put
Does your neighbour know?
Well, that's only fair that they put stuff in it. There's a fucking skip in the driveway. Hey, man, how you going? My mates are Italian. They said they couldn't get...
God.
So not only does his subway not go to his house, his skip bin doesn't even go to the right house.
There's no one in that house because she passed away.
I mean...
are you lying?
Nope.
Okay, well, this is awkward.
Take all that back. Edit point.
Sorry.
Well, I guess then you didn't ask her, did you?
That's
Wow. Yeah.
So anyway, then my missus gets all excited. And she's like, "Hey, you know what you should do? You should paint the fence next." So I had to go to Bunnings yesterday and buy like a spray gun to paint my fence.
Jeez.
And
everyone's getting a whole lot of shit done, and I feel like I've just managed to catch up on
well, you kind of have a full-time
washing
job,
my clothes.
so you've got stuff to do.
Yeah, okay, I do.
But I find that I'm just useless. So I've got like blisters on my hands.
That's not from painting, bro. That's a different type of painting. That's indoor painting. Painting in the bedroom, on the couch, wherever you do it.
Why are you being no.
From putting new grips on his cricket bat, guys. Don't have a cricket bat, though.
What's the most handy person thing you guys have done over the past 7 days? Because I walked away going, I feel like a real man. Because it actually looks really good.
Yeah, a lot of things happened in lockdown, didn't it?
What do you
Indoors and outdoors.
What did you do?
What you know? What?
You okay, mate?
Yeah, you okay?
We used to work with someone when they coughed, it sounded like a seal. They went,
yeah,
Mo, Mo,
Oh,
Mo.
yeah, there she is. She'd be down the hallway though.
Yeah, I know.
Like walrus.
Flippers at work today.
Oh, at least he turns up. It's usually in his boardroom at Adelaide Oval.
You guys wouldn't have
stealing
any
food.
empty bottles or cans. Got him.
No, you know, the new house has got a pool.
Oh,
yes.
What's the update with that?
Yeah, so
It's been raining every day since you've been there.
yeah,
so.
I've had to empty it. Like literally, I had
really?
to drop the level because it was
shit.
starting to flood.
How do you do that?
Jump in it.
Well,
Rosie, you all right, mate?
Yeah, I think I inhaled some of my own saliva while laughing, and now I'm choking on it. So
the fact that it's on your nose is amazing.
so,
Inhaled. Anyway,
is it okay?
yeah.
Yeah, you had to empty
you
your
emptied your
pool.
pool.
Yeah. But having a pool feels like you're doing well. No. Also, it's very relaxing to sit there with a net and catching leaves. There's a lot of work involved.
Yeah.
Like emptying
Have you ever
filters all
been
the time.
in it?
No, I haven't been in it yet because I've got
It's been
to
winter.
get it the water measured.
Yeah.
for, like-
So you don't want mold or you got to see how much chlorine you put in, right?
Yeah, because it could be heaps acidic right now, or
Yes.
it could be too basey, or whatever they call it. Base. It's just been super. You're okay over there, Rosie?
I'm not.
Really?
I think. No, I'm good.
Yeah.
The best
Yeah.
part is it's all on camera.
I know
Yeah.
the cameras are rolling, and I am listening. I promise, I'm listening. Acidity, pools, pool boy, net.
pool boy.
Continue.
Wow. And there's my story, guys.
Here's Con.
But being outdoors and looking after the pool and watching the kids play on the grass and stuff, like I've gotten really involved in like going to Bunnings, getting weed and
Yeah.
feed into the grass, getting the big fucking long thing to cut the palm trees because we're the only place in the area that has
Yep.
8 palm trees hanging around everywhere.
So if you guys had the choice of getting a $100 voucher to Bunnings
Yep.
or a $100 voucher to Chemist Warehouse, where are you going?
Ooh.
It's a tough one because I'm leaning towards Bunnings, but I was very much a Chemist Warehouse person.
Well, we walked into Bunnings Sunday to get 4 things worth about $30.
and then we walked out with a $700 Bunnings bill.
Yeah.
You're right over there.
Yeah.
Oh my God, stop checking in. Can we turn my mic off while I cough
we
this
don't have.
out?
Fine, you
This is
can't
a
have that.
podcast. We don't have a cough button. Not like radio.
man.
I love Bunnings.
Yeah, it's
like I
great.
fucking love it.
I
And
want... Okay, go on.
I just developed this love for it when I bought my first house. Like I was just like, this is my house now,
Yeah.
and I want everything at Bunnings.
The staff are good. The staff know where
Yeah.
everything is.
Do
which
you
is
love
good.
it so much that you know what's in aisle 17? Or
Yep.
6?
Are you serious?
Yeah, it's watering cans and stuff like that. 'Cause I went and bought one not long ago.
I
That's
wish
unreal.
I could check. I believe you. I don't
Yeah.
know why you would lie to me about that.
Yeah, there's nothing better than going to Bunnings and buying the right light bulb.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like,
yeah,
fuck
yeah.
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 Yes.
We've got those lights where you have to turn them on and off with an app.
Yeah, we got those as well. The smart lights.
I love that I'm talking to three blokes about Bunnings. One's bought a watering can, the other one's bought light bulbs.
No, I'm Chemist
And
Warehouse.
there's
I'll buy
like-
that cream.
Yeah, shit cream.
I've been down the power two aisles or bought some.
Yeah, I got all the Ryobi stuff from the battery.
Okay.
Yeah, you get the whole pack.
Yeah,
I got
it's
that.
got all that.
What are,
branding.
you, what are you buying from? I want to know why
Yeah,
you have the
$100.
choice. Yeah, I would say Chemist Warehouse.
there's nothing
but
better than
almost-
buying supplements from Chemist Warehouse,
No, 'cause
like
I'm like,
vitamin
they
C and
sell-
shit, and you're feeling like, yeah, I'm doing good for my body.
Okay, so that's what you're buying. Because I'm
No,
like,
so-
makeup is easy for me
Nah,
to spend
he's
money
dick
on.
cream.
And face
That's
okay.
definitely dick cream.
Chemist Warehouse
Frangers.
is
I mean, clearly not.
the so if you get Swiss Aldivites, right? So say that's about $30.
Yeah, it's just name dropping.
No, that's okay. So about $30.
Yeah.
Then you buy the 2-pack. And Dr. Dre. Mouthwash. So you get a big Listerine with a free little Listerine. So that's about
That's
$11, right? Very
Are
good.
we playing supermarket sweep on this
No, I'm just
podcast?
joking around. Sometimes, like, I always like to have, like, a packet of Nurofen and Panadol. Then Hydrolite. You get a 3-pack
Yeah.
of Hydrolite. It's about $25, $30. Barocca as well.
You get a
Some
Coles,
moisturiser.
$80 there for that.
Exactly. So all of that stuff, you piece it
Okay.
together. It's very, very good. I go to Bunnings, but I've got this thing because I've got a reliable neighbour who is amazing as a handyman. Great kisser too. And basically, he does everything. And I get anxiety. I'm like, I got to call him because I need help with something. And he knows I'm just useless at that when he's amazing at that. So I think, yeah, it's difficult between Chemist Warehouse and Bunnings,
Oh,
guys.
okay.
You sound like a hoot.
Loves a list.
I'm a
Loves
party.
a budget.
No, we all love lists here at Best Teammates. Let's do the Best Teammate. Really good segue there, Rosie. I like looking there. You should work in radio.
Too bad I don't.
The best team. 8.
A very exciting best teammate today because Jared demanded that we send audio to Andy. So we've
Yeah.
all got audio that Andy's
Well-
going to play for us. So today's is, or how do you word? How do you word this? Worst concerts you've been to?
Worst concerts you have been to. So
Yeah.
I find that each week I either crack the shits in the group chat.
Yes, you do.
Quitting the pod.
Quitting the pod.
Is a great line.
I wait.
Actually, who quit this week? Was
Matt
that
quit this
Matt?
week.
Quit this
Yeah.
week.
You
I'm
guys-
waiting for you
didn't
guys to
reply in
send
2
through
minutes.
ideas for stuff, and I'm like, okay, I'll just come up with all the ideas. And then I felt guilty messaging Matt. I felt guilty when you guys were throwing around ideas for nachos. I'm like, I want to support Matt with the 25 to 25, and I don't want to be the person to go, you don't need it, bro, but I just did it.
Yeah, no, I appreciate
hopefully
that.
it came across in the best way possible.
I'm sending him heavy, fatty recipes for nachos.
I told him how to get Guzman and Gomez to the door. And Jack's like, I thought
Don't you
were-
fucking do it, man.
You guys are great supports. Cheers.
It's actually quite interesting because that guy that took my Uber still messages me on Instagram. He's like, "Oh, mate, you got any free stuff for me this week?" So anyway, worst concert you've been to, because it is quite an audio-themed thing, and we've all been to some shit concerts. Like,
Oh,
Matt,
yeah.
you've played at festivals. I'm not saying that.
Are you saying I was a shit concert? Yeah. That's fair.
No, I'm saying that there's been some shit ones.
Yeah.
We've, like, working in radio, you get tickets to gigs sometimes, but you kind of take for granted the idea of going to a concert until you buy a ticket. Then you realise how horrible it is.
No, the other night, actually, I said to Christopher, we're sitting there doing something boring, and I was like, remember when we could go to concerts and we didn't, and now, like, concerts are... I just regret not going to all the concerts last year, because now I can't go to shit.
There's a myth in radio as well that you used to get free tickets to all the concerts,
don't.
which you didn't. So a couple of the ways that it works. You get pre-sale if you present them. So they will go... Before the tickets go on sale, people who work at the presenting radio station will get the chance wants to buy them, we'll take it out of your pay. Tick. There was another one where...
And they're not even good. I remember in Perth when I worked for SCA in WA, it was pre-sale.
They're just letters to our listeners. Is that near the MCG?
The waffle?
Yeah.
Next to the Wacker.
Sorry.
ABC for you and me.
Anyway, they offered us Beyonce tickets pre-sale, so we
Yeah.
got them. But it was expensive as fuck.
Yep.
Like it was $150, $160 for Beyonce.
crazy.
We got the back wall
Yep.
Yeah.
of the stadium they used for the basketball there, so it's huge.
RAC Arena.
Is it RAC Arena? Yeah. Back wall. And I was like, well, so much for pre-sale tickets.
I know.
These are shit.
And then there used to be the we've all of a sudden found heaps of tickets that promotions were hiding anyway, so they could go by themselves. Do you guys want to go on the last day, or they'll leave them at reception?
It's in an
Yeah,
hour. Who's free?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It was a little bit bizarre. So anyway, worst concerts ever. So let's go around. There's 8 of them. We'll add it to a beautiful list that we will chuck up on the socials. Andy, I reckon you should go first, mate.
Yeah.
All right, buddy. I will. So speaking of concerts that you used to go to thanks to the radio station, see, back in Fresh days, we would actually get, or I would, it was me. We would get tickets to fucking everything because we had some sort of like job to do there, or doing an outside broadcast, or the music would just run out behind me.
No, that's good.
So this case was years ago. It was a festival in the Parklands, like where
Parklife?
Yeah, Parklife. No, it wasn't.
Parklands.
But it featured Vanilla Ice.
Okay.
That was like where the fringe is and that.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Future
I can't
Music Festival.
No, it was a smaller one.
Yeah.
And I can't
Summer
remember.
Days.
No. Do you guys want to keep going?
Sorry.
So he was the feature. Okay. I'll just play a little bit of him here. Oh, that's good, Andy. That's good.
Where's it
That's
coming
okay,
from?
that's
Wait,
fine.
why is that? No.
It doesn't matter. So he was he there as Vanilla Ice?
Yeah, so he was there as Vanilla Ice.
Who
and
else would he be?
His first and surname?
Chocolate topping.
Oh, Choc Top.
What movie was he in? He was in an Adam Sandler movie not long ago. When I say
He
not
was
long
in
ago,
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, The Secret of the Ooze.
right? When I say not long ago, I'm talking probably still 10 years ago.
Oh, okay. It's
Yeah.
longer. He was in that, though. Ninja.
There we go.
Rap.
I mean, it sounds great, guys. But anyway, so Vanilla Ice was here. There was a few DJs and good acts beforehand. Like, I think Rudimental might have been there.
Okay.
I'm not too sure. I'm making things up now. Anyway, so we were all waiting for Vanilla Ice to come out. He was late. And then when he came out, it was after the actual concert was supposed to finish. So it was after like 10:30 or 11:30 or whatever. And he came out. He was angry. And he refused the whole time to do Ice Ice Baby. Everyone was yelling at him, Ice Ice Baby. He goes, no, fuck you guys. I'm doing my new songs the whole way through. And then he did like literally a minute of Ice Ice Baby at the end and then said, fuck you guys. And
Did he?
left. Yeah.
Well, that's similar.
It was the worst.
I played after Darude at HQ.
Oh, yeah,
once.
Sandstorm.
Yeah. And he refuses to play Sandstorm.
Really?
Yeah. Doesn't play it.
See, that's what I like about Rudimental. They embrace their old
Yeah.
songs and
Yeah.
the ones that made them
But
famous.
the whole thing is like, Sandstorm's what, I don't know, 30 years old
Yeah.
or whatever it
Yeah,
is. Like,
yeah.
the only reason you're still touring is because of that song.
yeah, and he's still got the white head stands up in that
Yeah.
big white jacket.
People do not know your new shit, so don't play it.
Exactly. All right, Rosie. I think it's a good addition, Andy, to start us off.
you're welcome. Ice Ice Baby.
Rosie Panetta.
I have gone into concerts that were bad because I don't feel like I've been to a concert and walked out and gone, oh, I regret paying that money. I know that sounds really,
No, that's fine.
yeah, but anyway, so
Because you made a choice to go and see the artists.
Yeah.
So you're going to like it.
yeah, and I'm easily pleased also. Can you play
We know.
the first one, Josh Pike? Remember this song? Right. What's about the early to mid
Yeah, my wife loves
noughties?
him.
I was never into Josh Pike, never
Well,
heard of him.
I thought I was,
Martin's
right?
brother.
Yeah, Mike's cousin.
So I love this song. I think he had another song and he got airplay on Triple J. And my cousin was like, want to go see Josh Pike at the Febby? Not the Febby, what's the smaller one across from? The Gov. Right, so it was a small...
Land of Promise.
Yeah, some Parmesan is there on a Friday afternoon. Happy days.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Would
but
you
yeah.
like some schnitz?
Also, Tuesdays.
It's the Gov, right?
Tuesdays.
The Gov is what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
the Gov. Yeah,
Great,
yeah,
thanks,
yeah.
thanks, Maddie.
You're
welcome.
I don't know what these two are.
We should head along.
Google it later.
So I said, yeah, I'll come.
So,
To the concert, and we had seated seats at the Gov, and I used
Seated seats at the Gov.
seated seats.
wow, so there's seats on a seat. That was sitting down on the floor.
Anyway,
How is that
and
different
it
to the
was-
standing seats?
No. I didn't think they did seats at the Gov. I thought it was just
No,
an
yeah, up
open
on the
floor.
little. There used to be like the open. There
Right.
was like a little balcony. Anyway, I used to do breakfast radio in Port Augusta.
Oh, well, there's no need to name drop.
No, no. So I had done a breakfast.
She's
shut
sorry,
up.
mate.
So, shut up. So
Save some vibe for the rest of
giving
the
Don't you know who I am?
I'm from Port Augusta FM.
Not that
How
big
dare
a
you.
claim. Just listen to the story. So I had done an early shift, and then and we finished.
Oh, breakfast in Port Augusta.
Three.
I am breakfast from
Oh,
Port Augusta
my
105.6. You let me in.
So I finished at 3 or 4 o'clock, then drove from Port Augusta to Adelaide to see Josh Pike.
Yeah.
Right, so that's a 3-hour drive. Got to the gig.
That's a quick drive
Yeah,
from Port
no,
Augusta to
isn't it
Adelaide in
like-
3
no, that's
hours.
Isn't it
about
like
right.
5
That's
hours
about
to
right.
Port
No, it's
Augusta?
about 3.5 to 4.
Are you
and then
serious?
Whyala's further. So
Yeah.
Whyala's about 5.
Ah,
yeah.
okay.
It's
Yeah.
between Wyala and Pirrie.
Wait, is Port Lincoln further away?
Yes,
Yeah, Port Lincoln's
yeah.
another
That's
6
7
hours.
Oh, so Perth's further?
Yeah. anyway,
And then Papua New Guinea's further than that.
it was the end of a long day, and all this other stuff, apart from that song, is quite slow, and I was tired as fuck. I fell asleep.
Oh, yeah.
And I
You
tried
fell
not
asleep
to,
at a concert?
Well, yeah, I had a little snooze, and I tried not to tell my cousin because my cousin bought the tickets, and she thought I loved him heaps, and he's all right.
My mate fell asleep at a Cat Empire concert. It just doesn't make sense.
It's so fun.
What the hell? Like, they're all playing hello, and he's
There's like-
snoring next to me.
There's 9 instruments in that
That's
band. It was
it.
like-
How can you fall asleep in that? Okay, Maddie, what's yours?
Mine, this first one isn't a concert as such, but it's a musical performance that I was lucky enough to be at and witness, and it's quite popular.
Okay. Oh, okay. Yep.
Meatloaf at the AFL Grand Final in 2011. Absolute
You were there.
train wreck.
Is this from it?
Yes, listen to him.
He got paid $500,000.
What was so bad about it?
Oh, he
Listen
was.
to it.
He was.
No, well,
He
it sounds
sang
like noise right now.
completely off key.
Yeah.
Forgot words. Told the crowd to fucking come on and make some noise because everyone was like, "What
great.
is this?"
Was he singing songs that he hadn't sung in like many years? You know, like he's come out of the woodwork for $500,000 after 10 years
because I
being
think he was
retired?
still an active artist at that
okay.
stage.
Was
so
this the first grand final or the second one?
2011? There was only one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So 2010.
2010.
2010 was.
Didn't get invited back after that.
Nah, but 2010, there
That
was...
was In Excess, and Lionel Richie was this week after.
Yeah, and that was good.
Oh, it was
Which is a
really
draw,
good,
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, hello, football.
Hey guys,
But, yeah,
welcome back.
McAvaney's just arrived.
But yeah, Meatloaf was an absolute disaster.
Yeah.
And, yeah, it looked like he'd been out since the night before, and
That's great. See, this is a really good best team 8 so far. We got given tickets as a gift by my brother-in-law to see one of the most famous artists in the world.
Andrea Bocelli.
No, and before we...
Fresh till death.
Oh, hang on, sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah.
How many fucking concerts has Andrea done? He's
Heaps.
got a DVD for every single show he's ever done.
Yeah, he'd
Mate,
be rolling
and,
in it, mate.
And ladies in their mid to late
Love it.
age love him.
Love a blind guy.
Yeah, he's blind.
Is he? Yeah.
No, that's Andrea Bocelli. He said Andrea.
Andrea, you know, Andrea.
He's someone with the long hair that like
Yeah.
does this a bit all the time.
And every
Springy hair.
now and then on 10 at like 1 a.m. they'll have one of his concerts
like-
randomly on.
Oh, okay.
He's like the French Michael Bolton.
Is he?
Oh, I don't actually
What do
know
you
if he's
mean by
French.
that? Oh, wait, is Michael Bolton... Oh, yeah, he looks a bit like
Yeah,
Michael
he's
Bolton.
got the long hair, the mullet.
Yeah. You know who Michael Bolton is?
Yeah.
He's a swimmer, yeah?
Anyway,
Is
We
it
got
horse,
given
isn't he?
tickets by a brother-in-law and...
To who? To who?
well, we'll play the audio.
Oh.
This is the guy.
Hey, Mr. Tambourine.
Bob Dylan.
Here in Adelaide?
Here in Adelaide.
Yeah.
My wife and I were looking at each other for the first 3 songs going, are you like it? She's like, oh, it's good. And the next song, what do you reckon? Ah, it's pretty good. Third song, do you want to just go? Yeah. So we left 3 songs in, we went home.
Wasn't
Wow.
he terrible?
Yeah, but that I can't work out if that's just him or he's
No.
terrible.
So some information about that. He is just at that stage in life where he walked into the venue, the entertainment centre, through the crowd, through the front door.
Yeah, right.
Like he just was like, yeah, I'm just playing
Just
a gig.
turned up.
Yeah, he
It's
just
really
turned
bad.
up and walked
It feels
through.
disrespectful because he's such a well-known artist and well-respected artist, but we thought he was shit.
Yeah.
So
Fair enough.
anyway, here's my first one, Endos.
All right, speaking of which, another concert that I went to due to radio, I saw this guy twice. There were 2 incidents that happened at the concerts that made my experience there shit. Not to say that he wasn't bad, because he was actually great once I was able to get in there. But the first one was Adelaide Oval. This guy there. course, Ed Sheeran. Right?
Oh my god.
And Yaz was pregnant with Georgia, so we went into the mosh area, of course, because she's pregnant.
But they were seated there as well, wasn't it?
The seated seats.
Seated
It was
seats.
seated
There were seated seats,
We're
but
standing in the seated stand. Really. Yeah.
but I mean, the majority of it was like standing, in the oval.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So we wanted to get up close to get some photos and stuff because she was pregnant, so we could sort of like then go sit down if her legs get sore or whatever.
Because you couldn't really see at Adelaide Oval.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Because this little red dot in the middle of the stadium on
Japanese
stage.
flag.
Is that Japan over there? No, it's Ed Sheeran.
Like the only person that concert is good for is the person singing,
And Ed, yep.
Yeah,
like Ed.
or the guy
Like
that
it
gets.
was cool to be part of something that big, but it's rubbish.
Or the person off the street that goes up and plays the song with him. You know how they always do that sort
Yeah,
of thing?
yeah.
That's probably the best thing ever. But, we were sitting there watching Ed Sheeran do his thing and we were loving it. And then all of a sudden to my left where Yaz was standing, I hear some yelling. And all of a sudden these drunk chicks have like nearly bowled over Yasmin, who's pregnant. And because she's pregnant and also the person that I send in to do negotiations for everything, she has arced up and started this massive brawl where she would definitely have won if it had started with punches.
How big was her bump at this point?
She was fair way on, I think you would probably call it, like obviously pregnant, to the point where we'd have to think about the toilet breaks and all that sort of stuff,
Yeah,
and if the baby's going to come out. And the second time,
God.
but I mean the concert was great, right? So that was just a bad experience. But then the time before that was the tickets were through Nova.
Yeah.
And my boss had the ticket. He go, Andy, do you want me to give you the ticket? And then you can go in whenever you want. I was like, no. You keep the ticket. I'll meet you at the front and we'll go in together so we can all sit down and it'll be great. Anyway, so the group PD's flown over from Sydney. Smallsy's flown over from Sydney and they've all gone out prior to the concert and gotten absolutely mashed during lunch, which has then led into an early evening drink session. And I'm texting him and go, hey man, I'm out the front just waiting to get in. And I sat out there for nearly 2 hours and missed half of Ed Sheeran and
And then it was so busy you couldn't text anyone at that concert.
yeah, absolutely. And
You
the
couldn't
security
post
came out
anything.
and they said, hey, man, what are you doing out here? You've been out here for 2.5 hours
Oh my
waiting.
God.
Are you a fucking terrorist? I just looked so sus standing at the gate. There was no one anywhere because everyone had gone in. And I'd sat through the whole lineup
There's
process.
a way to miss the line.
Yeah, and then obviously I've then run in and I'm like, who the fuck are you? And then realised it was Smallsy. And then and he wouldn't talk to me. Anyway.
Why do you look so awake?
Yeah. Those eyes are piercing, bro. Do you blink? Anyway, a bit of a theme in radio, isn't it? That sort of scenario. Anyway,
I don't know what you're talking about.
Anyway,
Scenario.
yep. And I saw literally probably a third of the concert.
Yeah. Rosie's right, though, in what you said. Ed Sheeran is an amazing artist, but as a live spectacle, after the first song, you're like, okay, I've seen what you can do live.
Just play Castle on the Hill and fuck off.
yeah, and he opens with Castle on the Hill.
Yeah, that'd be
so
enough.
there's
Just
nothing
leave.
that takes it to another level. It's like, I'm going to show you what I can do with a loop. All right, what's next?
Yeah.
I'm going to do it again.
Yeah.
At the same
Really
tempo without changing.
Yeah. So
Same
it's-
chords, different lyrics.
That's
Yeah.
why I love Newton Faulkner, because Newton Faulkner
he
was
was
on a
good.
loop pedal before Ed Sheeran.
Yeah.
Also, you love his hair.
What are you trying to say?
Newton Faulkner's or Ed Sheeran's?
No, Jared's.
Newton Faulkner definitely loves Byron Bay.
I love Newton Faulkner so much. Okay, Rosie, what do you got?
Quickly, the second one is I saw Safia. Do you know Safia? Do you know this song?
Yeah, did the song with Peking Duck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like an Aussie group.
Oh, yeah?
They're not huge.
Yep.
I mean, I think
Are they
they're
stuck
big.
in the 90s?
Bit of Triple J
No,
about
this
him.
was like I went to see them in Hobart when I lived there in 2016.
Oh, someone's doing well.
Ho FM, everyone.
Did you do radio there?
Breakfast.
I'm not going to tell you what I did in Hobart. It may have
Ho FM.
Yeah.
How long did it take you to drive back from there?
a long day.
Oh.
Anyway, so
You weren't my boyfriend Wellington. Why? Mount Wellington.
Involved was my hot husband, who's my boyfriend at
He's
the
so
time.
hot.
She
Well,
calls
he
him
got
her
in
hot
lots-
husband now.
so-
I love that.
So I did get these tickets for free from the.
Oh,
yeah.
Someone's doing well.
So I sorted that out, and then Christopher was in town. It was long distance between Tasmania and Adelaide. So we saw each other every
It's a long drive.
6 weeks
Yeah.
or so.
Bit of a swim.
So I was like, he's a strong swimmer. He did that.
It's probably why he's
that.
got such a good body.
He's got such a great body.
Yeah.
Good
I mean,
stamina
I've been watching
too.
the
Powerful.
Olympics, and I don't know if
Gorgeous
he can.
skin.
Anyway,
Oh.
yeah. Well, so I was like, it was the first time he was going to meet all these friends I'd made in Hobart, and so Safia comes on, and like we're all like pumped, ready to like just enjoy this concert, and Christopher. I don't know if he was still like too sober or he just got in town. He was like, they sound exactly like the CD. He's like nothing. Like,
That's an issue, isn't it?
Well, as DJs.
Yep.
Yeah.
All of you, all three of
no,
you.
definitely not.
Well, he was really annoyed and pissed off that it just sounded like the vocals all sounded so
Perfect.
Yeah. And but it was fun. And I was like, let's get into it. And he was like, nah, this sounds like the album. And everyone was like, your boyfriend's a real bore.
But he's good looking.
And then they referred to him as the boring boyfriend who done like concerts because they sound like the album.
He's not boring.
But like, how do you mix it up between when you are an electronic act like they are? I don't know.
It's hard. It's hard, especially if you don't have live instruments and stuff like that. Like,
you also can't go watch a hip hop act and say that it's a good show because hip hop artists they are rapping at a level of their voice for an album, and when they go and perform it live, there's always a backing track which they're rapping over, which has their voice, and they're yelling into the mic. So it never sounds like it does on the album if you go to a rap concert, which is why they're usually shit.
yeah. And on to my next one.
Oh, yeah, cool.
Oh, is that a segue?
I think it is.
Exactly. Extended
2006 or 7, I went and saw 50 Cent at the Entertainment Centre. Yep, just felt like
Was he with Ashanti?
No, he was with Little John and the East Side Boys.
Yep.
And the BME clique, they came. I don't want to put anything geographically, but it was a shocking crowd. There's a lot of fights.
Yeah.
I went in, got passively high.
Bridgeway Hotel?
Yes.
Was it?
No, it was at the Entertainment Centre,
Was
but it felt like it was at fucking...
Was Jasmine and Andy there?
Maybe. Yeah. We actually ran the event. But it was pretty funny because, like I said, I got passively high on weed because every second person in there was smoking weed.
Yep.
There was, I think, 3 or 4 members of Little John's East Side Boys that couldn't travel overseas because they were on firearms watch.
Yeah, boy.
And like you just said, like the rappers are sort of singing over a backing track.
50 Cent's voice especially is a perfect example.
The other thing was his songs went for about a minute because if he had other artists on them, they just wouldn't play the other artist's bit. So if 50 Cent did a song with Eminem, they just wouldn't play Eminem's bit. So it's literally just 50 Cent's verse and then that was it.
Yeah.
And it was just...
They're very underwhelming.
Very.
Exhibit did a gig at Adelaide Uni, didn't he? Got into a fight?
Yeah, with security and the promoter.
That's right.
And,
Trash the place?
Wow.
Yeah, he trashed the place. I saw a fight at a Ben Harper concert, which is very weird as well.
Ben Harper?
Because that's the most chill thing ever.
I feel like Rosie would fall asleep there.
Yeah.
No, I got mad because someone created a pit circle.
Circle pit.
Circle pit circle. At a Strokes concert. And I was like, you dickheads, this is not the place. I don't know what you two have just imagined.
Pit circle. Pit circle.
Pit circle, the stroke.
It's at Bathurst.
Okay, shush. Anyway.
Sorry.
Okay, so
in year 9, I went to the Blink-182 concert.
Yeah.
Lost my shoe in the pit in the first song.
Really?
Waited till everyone had left the entertainment centre. Found my shoe.
You did not.
I did. It was across the other side of the room, so I was left of stage, and my shoe, I found it back right.
That's
of the floor.
really?
Yep.
It's commitment to the shoe.
Yeah, it was because they were a brand new pair, and Mum bought them, and I was fucking. She would have killed me if I lost my
There'll
shoe.
be no more pancake spreads for you, sir.
let's bring this home. I think you guys can all agree on this one. As you said, if you go to a live performance, you want to see a live performance. And what I did see, the choreography and the stage setup was outstanding. Some artists do it really well. Like Justin Timberlake, outstanding. His live performances have been brilliant. And we went to the first one that he did in Adelaide. I think it was the Future Sex Love Sound one, which was huge. But like people that we worked with went there, and you notice, sometimes people dress up to impress the artist. Like Justin Timberlake's going to pick me out of the crowd, and he's going to fall in love with me tonight and stuff. That was amazing. His follow-up gig was amazing. We took a risk and a gamble and went to see this tour. Britney Spears came to Adelaide for the Circus tour.
That's
and
a pretty cool thing to say you saw her live, though.
Please tell me you dressed up. Yeah.
I dressed up trying to impress her.
In the little outfit from Oops, I Did It Again.
I
the
certainly did. I had the latex on.
Yeah.
No, I did the
red latex one piece.
Yeah, that's what I did. It didn't look that good. But she was horrible. Like, she didn't really dance. She didn't really sing. She was miming. But I think as you said, it's just they were there.
And in
She's great on
hindsight-
Instagram right now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
In
yeah.
hindsight, with the doco that she dropped, well, she didn't drop this year. But
Yeah.
she probably would have been in the peak of like her freaking meltdown when she was here.
Yep. I reckon that's a really good best team 8, guys. What
It was
do you
a long
think?
one.
Yeah, it wasn't a long one.
About
it
40
was
minutes
good.
long.
All right, should we go into the quiz then?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, sounds great, guys.
No
Just give me a
worries.
bit of time here,
No,
guys.
we'll give it a bit of time. That's all right. Oh, yeah.
Now on Best Teammates. The Back to the Future quiz.
This is a really good edition of the Back to the Future quiz.
that-
Andy, Matt, and Rosie.
Hello.
G'day.
Hi.
It's the Olympics edition.
What's our
and
buzzer?
Your buzzer is your favourite Olympic nation.
Sweet.
What's the shortest?
Isle of Man.
That's really long to say.
I like it. It's good though.
Yeah.
Andy,
Bolivia. Is that one?
I don't know. I don't know.
Look, I want to say Nicaragua just for the fun of it, but I'm
yeah.
going to say Japan because it's quick.
Oh, that's where
Japan.
it is.
Okay, very nice, guys.
What's
So,
that team that Russia are called at the moment in the Olympics?
Oh, the
Russian Olympic Committee.
Committee.
All right, that's
Yeah.
me.
Russian Olympic
Oh, God.
The
You know what's
ROC.
Russian
really
Olympic
good as
Committee.
well? My wife pointed this out. Like, I'm not taking the piss, so you'll probably think I am. But to see that there's a refugee team,
Yeah, no,
as well,
Yeah.
awesome.
EO.
That's really, really cool.
EO.
And one of them was in like the heats for the 100-meter sprint.
Yeah, that's where I
very
saw it.
cool. Okay, so this is an Olympic-themed quiz, guys. As you know, your nation is your buzzer. Good luck. Question 1: Where were the Olympics held in 1992?
Isle of Man.
Russian Olympic fucking thing.
Matt,
Barcelona.
Barcelona is correct. Question 2: Nikki Webster famously performed.
Japan
Rosie?
for Sydney.
No, that's incorrect. Nikki Webster famously performed in 2000 singing her song, and then she went on to release a single called Strawberry Kisses.
Correct.
In 2019, she was on a reality TV show. What was that called?
Isle of Man.
Yep.
I'm a celebrity. Get me out of here.
Incorrect.
Japan.
Yep.
She was on Dancing with the Stars.
Incorrect.
But she was.
Okay, well, I'm saying 2019. Don't question the question guy, all right?
Isle of Man.
Russian Olympic Committee.
I'm just going to go to Andy.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair.
What do you
Yeah.
got, bro?
Love Island.
Incorrect.
Celebrity Big Brother.
No, incorrect. We spoke about it on a podcast where someone that we worked with suggested a really cool, funky alternative name to the show.
Oh, Isle of Man.
Yep.
Something to do with dingers.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Oh, I'm Russian Olympic Committee.
Andy.
The Master Singer.
She was on it in 2019.
Yeah, okay.
Question 3. What 2 AFL clubs did Kyle Chalmers' father play for?
Isle of Man.
Japan.
Yeah.
Adelaide and Collingwood.
Incorrect.
Russian Olympic Committee.
Yep.
Port Adelaide.
And?
Collingwood.
Incorrect.
Japan.
Yeah.
Port Adelaide.
Correct.
And Melbourne.
Incorrect.
Russian Olympic Committee.
Andy.
Port Adelaide and Adelaide.
Correct. Well done.
Oh, you switched sides a bit, fair bit there.
Yeah.
You swung a bit around there. Or something?
Question 4. Emma McKeon has won the most gold as a female with 5 as an Australian. Which male has done that same feat?
Isle of Man. Grant Hackett.
Incorrect.
Japan. Is it Ian Thorpe?
Yeah, it is correct. Well, he's done a great
I had a
job as well.
50-50 there. He was my other option.
He's done
Yeah, I was
good.
going to say Trevor Hendy, but that's not going to happen.
Tamsin Manu's been great. All of the special comments people have been outstanding.
Tamsin Manu.
Yeah, so Tamsin Lewis.
That's-
is
okay,
her
I was just-
and she
Oh, that
married
was the
Top
chick that
Manu.
played on Blue Heelers, but anyway.
No, that's Tasma Walters and married to Robert Manus.
Who did she marry?
Graham Manu.
Is that the guy? No, that's not Manu
no,
from...
no,
that's
MasterChef,
Manu.
right?
Not the
That's
MasterChef
Manu
guy.
Yeah.
So
Fidel.
Oh, right.
Tamsin Lewis married Manu from MasterChef, but she kept
So
his first name
as his last. Hang on, Graham Manu, the cricketer, the wicketkeeper.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Oh.
So
So
he
if he looks
married-
like that, he's probably a keeper.
What?
Hey!
But if he leaves Tamsin
Oh.
for Manu, his
She-
name will be Manu.
That's the best.
All right, question 5. What is the name of the Olympic team for Australian women's basketball?
Japan.
Fucking, Russian.
Opals.
Correct.
Nice.
Quite level at the
Yes.
moment. Question 6. Which sport does Dong Dong compete in for China?
No. Japan.
No, China.
Based on all the pictures I was getting in our group text on the weekend,
Yeah.
you were very
Well, you know-
attracted to the
you know what
running. So I'm going to suggest he's somewhere. Maybe is he a runner?
No, see, that's a sexist comment, and it's nothing related to male genitalia.
You were sending lots of pics on the
All I'm
weekend.
saying is if the manufacturer of the men's uniforms perhaps had some protective thing around their...
I was sitting there watching my parents, and we're all sitting there going, "Holy shit! I should have been a runner."
That's it. I kept saying to Mom, look at this guy's helmet. The guy from Qatar who made it to the second semi.
He had a guitar.
Yeah, and he also made it to the semi.
By the looks of it. Better than making it to
I'm
the
done
full.
for this week, guys. Tell you what, that Matt Shirvington one you sent through, holy moly, bro.
Yeah, why didn't you send the one of him running?
Yeah. You know what?
Wow.
You know, if runners once they retire and they don't have any like money coming through from sponsors, they could set up OnlyFans accounts and make mega bucks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway,
What was the question?
Which sport does Dong Dong compete in for China?
Isle of Man. Basketball.
Incorrect.
Russian Olympic Committee.
Yeah.
That wasn't. Is that what it is?
That's right, yeah.
How you doing, man?
It's a bit bouncy.
Gymnastics, trampoline.
Yeah, good one.
Trampoline.
Trampoline. Question 7. This is the nearest without going over, so you all can have a guess.
Okay.
What is the net worth of Usain Bolt?
Okay.
So this is after tax.
In Australian dollars,
Oh, God.
How many dong?
let's say 25 million.
Okay, Matt.
34 million.
All right, Andy.
1 billion.
Oh, God.
Jesus.
Okay, well, you are definitely over. And Matt, I think you are closest because it's 90 million.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, well, 30 is more than 25.
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah.
A lot of it is to do with his off-track endorsements.
Sponsorships, yeah.
Question 8. What sport does Yoshie take a shitter?
Yeah.
Oh.
He's Japan.
Correct place for Japan.
Yeah, I was gonna say, he's definitely Japanese.
Take a shitter.
Does he play something, does he?
Yoshie take a shitter.
Does he play beach volleyball?
I'm going to give that to you because it's volleyball. So well done.
Well done. Good work.
Maybe,
I mean, obviously
isn't
I'm a fan.
isn't there a position called the dumper?
In volleyball?
Yeah.
Is there actually?
He would have to be that
Take
one.
a shit as having it. He's the dumper.
Yeah.
Jared loves it.
Question 9. Do you know how much fun I had making this quiz? Just with take a shitter. Like, when they're introducing the names, we've got old John Smith here and Yoshie take a shitter. I'm
Is
not.
that how they pronounce it for real?
Yeah.
Well, I've just got a Yoshie. I'll see you soon.
Question 9. Where are the next Olympics?
Isle of Man.
Yep.
Fucking Brisbane.
No, correct.
That's a while away. Oh.
Which one? Like there's some
Isle
ones.
of Man.
The summer ones. That's a good question. You get a point. Yep.
Isle of Man.
Yep. Oh, no. Incorrect.
Definitely not.
No.
Can you imagine if one of those really small countries actually got it one
Yeah,
day?
I could do
That'd be
that.
awesome.
We'll have that chat on another podcast.
Japan?
No, it's that one.
That's where it is now.
Paris?
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, well
I think
done.
Rose is going to win the quiz.
Yeah, do it next week.
Last one
I'm trying to
to
redeem
wrap it
myself
up.
after losing so many. Go on.
Yum China is a sponsor for the 2022 Winter Olympics in Beijing. Which fast food outlet are they the parent company of?
Isle of Man.
Yep.
Yum Sing.
Incorrect.
I'm confused by the question.
Yum China is
Yeah.
the sponsor is a sponsor for the
Yeah.
2022 Winter Olympics in Beijing.
Yeah.
Which fast food outlet are they the parent company of?
Japan?
Yep.
Is it KFC? Is it really?
Yeah, it is.
How far did you have to search the internet for that?
I just wrote in KFC Olympics. Found some very weird things as well.
Love that.
How many fillet burgers can
Especially
you
when it's
shove
called
up
Yum
your
China.
How much KFC can you eat before you have to take a shitter?
Just right here. It's a second set. All right, guys. Thank you very much for joining us. What a great end to this round. Share this on your podcast. Hey, can you give us a rating wherever you listen to your podcast as well?
Is it out of 10?
I don't know.
I think it's out of 5.
Out of five?
Right, 5.
Give us a rating. Share the podcast. Remember, we have merch to give away as well. If you do promote the podcast, Andy, Matt, Rosie, we'll catch you next week. Thank you so much. We're filming this as well. We hope. We hope we've pressed record.
Yeah.
Anyway, here's concept.
Bye.
Brought to you by the Bright Trophy Center. Cups, trophy, badges, medals. Yeah, we do it better. Best team mates. BTC, BTM, BTS. Yeah. Best team mates. Oh, yeah. Sweet.
Oscast.
Hi, Jeremy Cordo in the Court of Public Opinion. I'm just on air here to let you know that we'll be live streaming the Court of Public Opinion every Friday between 9 o'clock and 12 on jeremycordo.com. Please join us. We'd love to have you.